Hello everyone, my name is Dominique, and you are here at Johnson RV, America's #1 premium pre-owned dealer. Today we're going to take a look here at a 2013 Coachmen Concord 300 TS. We're going to start up front with the chassis. We have the Ford E450 chassis, which features the Ford Triton V10, which has been around just about forever. So that's going to give you confidence that it's going to be able to be easily worked on at just about any mechanic here in the country, considering you don't come and see us here at Johnson. As we make our way to the side, right off the bat, the first thing that pops out is the extended rear view mirrors here. So not only do they extend out beyond the body of the coach, helping you get visibility for when you're changing lanes, but in addition to that, you even have a camera here that's blinker activated. What that means is for you, when you activate your blinker, assuming you're going to change over to the right-hand lane, this camera is going to activate on your dashboard entertainment center. It's going to give you a full display of the entire length of the coach on the given side, so that way you have that extra confidence in terms of safety prior to you actually changing lanes. And something like that's going to be an awesome aid when driving something that's 31 foot, especially for first timers. As we make our way down here, we have our propane system easily set up for filling and refilling. It does stay fixed in place, but right up here near the front of the cab, you have an easy connect to make sure that your propane tank is full. Another great storage area here, long enough to put golf clubs, fishing poles, or what have you. Pretty much you're going to want to use your basement storage for just about anything that you wouldn't want to put on the inside of the coach. As we look up top here, we have a full power awning that goes the entire length of the coach. We'll show you where the displays are for that inside to go ahead and operate that function. As we make our way to the back here, another great awesome feature. We have an outside entertainment system. So if you're out camping with family members, you're able to easily set up for entertainment, whether you want to watch movies or listen to music. And in addition to that, the TV actually extends on an arm, so you can actually have a proper viewing angle. Let's say if we're parked around the fireplace, or a fire pit, excuse me, you have an excellent outdoor entertainment experience. Before we make our way to the other side, one thing I did want to touch on for us is we have a full exterior body paint. Now this is going to be a paint job that's going to hold up very well. It's also going to be able to be easily treated and maintained, and that's going to help against any of the elements of oxidation or pitch with a strong, sturdy clear coat. We have a full ladder access here in the back. I can easily make my way up to the top, saying that if I wanted to go ahead and clean anything off the top, or if I wanted to have my air conditioner center serviced, with this sturdy ladder here, I'm easily able to get up and down to view whatever it is that's on top of my coach. Here's our hitch here in the back for the towing capacity that I touched on earlier with this Triton V10. You're going to easily have a towing capacity at minimum of 7,500 pounds on this particular coach. Working our way around this side here, we have another great exterior storage area. And this is going to be a storage area that's a little bit larger. So here I'm going to be able to put outdoor tables, chairs, or even more items that I wouldn't necessarily want to fit on the inside of the coach that were too large to fit into other smaller storage areas that we've looked at previously. We have another small storage space here. And here we have our Cummins Onan quiet gasoline 4,000 watt generator. Now this generator here is going to help power the more higher wattage systems in our coach, as well as help for recharging and etc. Another great storage spot here as well, opposing from the other side. And again, we want to be able to store items that we wouldn't necessarily want to keep on the inside of the coach here. Now check out how deep it is. I'm able to get my entire left arm on the inside of this here, and the length of it goes about 2.5 to 3 feet. All right, folks, so now that we've made our way to the inside of the coach, we'll go ahead and start with our front cabin area here. Now, standard on the Ford chassis, you're going to have full power door locks, full power windows as well. You're going to have automatic lights that are easily controlled just right on the left-hand side of the steering wheel. Speaking of that steering wheel, that's where you're going to find your cruise control for on, off, cancel, and resume, so you're easily able to adjust those settings while you're driving down the road comfortably on these leather seats here. Now obviously having those supple leather seats is going to make those long-term trips much more comfortable when you're sitting up here in the front cab area. Earlier on, we mentioned on the exterior the blinker activated cameras, and I just wanted to give you guys a brief view of that here. So when the coach is on, and I go ahead and put my blinker on, I can see the full length of the coach all the way down. Now the slides are out now, obviously, and you wouldn't have those out when you're driving, but again, it's going to give you that extra confidence on the road in terms of your safety. While we're up here, we have our full climate control options. So I have my fan low all the way to high, my different heat settings from cold to warm, and then the actual heat setting that I'd like, whether that's AC, vent, coming from the floors, coming from the dash, my defrost as well too. We also have a 12-volt charger point right here as well. And then even have an emergency start button. And that's going to benefit if we're at a campground for a long period of time and we've kind of run that battery down low. By pressing this button, it's going to give me the ability to give that battery that extra bit of jump charge prior to starting it. So that way I don't have to worry about being stranded out anywhere, or even worse, going out and getting the jumper cables going. Lots of cup holders up front and storage, so I can easily set my cell phone here. I have 3 different beverage coasters as well too, and then even a large storage space down here as well too. All right. Now directly above me here, we have a beautiful entertainment center that opens up very well for the living space. Earlier on, we talked about the 3 different slides on this coach. They are opposing. So when these slides are out, we have great living space on the inside of this living room. Now you can imagine yourself kicked back, watching television, whether you're watching a movie or listening to music or just hanging out with family. Right here, we have a great sized dinette. Now I'm not the biggest guy in the world, so I can easily fit inside of here. But if you notice, I've got a lot of room between my back support here and where the actual table goes. I've even got room between my thighs here, so for folks that are a little bit bigger, I can understand wanting to have something you can easily get in and out of when you're enjoying dinner, cards, or whatever we like to do with our family members. In addition to that, this area actually can make into a bed as well. I can drop this dinette portion down to about here, and I can use those 2 side cushions, both here and here, place them over the top of the table to make an additional bed for more passengers that I may have. In addition to that, I've got great storage down below here. And one thing to consider is look how far these drawers actually extend out here. Here's the length of my arm for frame of reference. So I'd be able to put additional blankets, personal items, or what have you. And even down below here, I have seat belts for more passengers tucked below. So I can seat an additional 4 people just alone in the dinette area safely, so, should you get pulled over, you're not breaking any laws. Here on the other side here, I have a full, what we call a Jackknife Couch. By just pulling right below under that lower cushion, I'm able to make this entire rear area a bed. Again, I can comfortably lay down and relax, or if I'm watching television, I can easily sit here and enjoy my leisure time of camping. Go ahead and get this adjusted back up. It easily goes back up by just lifting here, slide, boom, just like nothing happened. One of the things I love about Coachmen is they have great storage all the way across here. So I can pretty much store just about anything that I wanted to here that's going to fit, obviously. And each one of these, they're not separated by any wall in between. So if I wanted to put long blankets or an umbrella up there or what have you, I can easily do so. And listen to that click as I close. I'm not going to have to worry about any road noise from my cabinets banging back and forth as I'm traveling down the road here. Excuse me. Now as we get into our kitchen, we have a large 3-burner cooktop here with a glass splash here to make sure that I don't have anything that I'm cooking splashing over into my lovely couch area. Tons of storage here for my kitchen items. And again, look how far these rear drawers come out. A lot of times in RVs, you'll see that you have tons of drawers, but if they only go out this far, I'm not able to put any good silverware in there. I'm not able to put any of my good kitchen knives in there. And so it's an actual great use of space for stuff that you can actually use in the kitchen while you're cooking. Down below here, I have my convection microwave. So I'm going to be able to roast, bake, broil, do my popcorn as well. I can even bake cookies in here as well. Over here to the side, I've got my kitchen counter space with a nice plastic cover for the sink area. So that way, not only when I'm getting ready to wash dishes, I can simply remove this very deep sink here. Again, using my arm as reference, I can almost get to my full elbow down there. But in addition to that, if I'm cooking and preparing food, I can easily place this over the top, slide this over. I can be preparing my food or what have you prior to using my stove there. You saw earlier I was able to easily slide my faucet here, and it's even got an extension here as well too, so that way I don't have to worry about making too much of a mess. I've got more lighting down below here, and then even more storage here, as well as a small storage bin here for my sponges and other dish items. And then down below, I've got even more storage underneath the sink. And also keep in mind, you can see everything is covered down below here. We don't have exposed plastic piping, wires, or anything like that. Before we make our way to the back, I wanted to briefly show you our door here. So not only do we have our standard door that's going to obviously insulate, keep our cold air in if we have the air conditioner going, or our warm air in if we have the heat going, but I even have a screen option here that I'm able to open the door and leave the screen closed. For safety, I've got my fire extinguisher here, and then I've also got a small panel here for my entry light control, patio light control, the auto step control, so that way when the door opens, the steps automatically come out. And I've even got for compartment lights, for all of those storage spaces that we looked at earlier on in the video, I can easily turn this on and have lights for all the storage if I needed to grab something from down below when it's dark out. And then I even have my battery disconnect right here that turns on and off all of our lights. As we make our way to the back, we have a Norcold large refrigerator space with separate freezer as well. Tons of space to put all of the food stuff that you'd like to have on the inside, and Ben & Jerry's on the outside for your freezer if you're like me. As we make our way to the back, prior to the bathroom, we have control panel here for monitoring my tank levels of my fresh water, my gray water, my black water, as well as my battery and my propane. I can monitor each and every one of those just by pressing the given button. So for LP, I'm 2/3 full here. My battery, just about on E, gonna need to charge that there. And then my fresh water, black water, gray water respectively, which naturally are all empty. Up top here, I have my tank heater button, and then I have my water heater, which is controlled by both, which is powered either electric or propane, and I have an option for using either or switch there, and then my water pump. My slides for slide 1, 2, and in the rear here, I can easily control those there. And then I also have the button for my generator that I can turn on right from the inside of the coach here. I have a Dometic climate control system, so I'm easily able to operate the heating and cooling of the entire coach. And then I have my 3 light switches here that are easily accessible, easily displayed. As we make our way to the back here, we'll go ahead and open up the shower so we can get an idea here. Nice sliding door. Now again, I'm about 5'6", so I'm going to easily be able to fit in here. But if we notice, there's tons of headspace for taller occupants should they want to be able to get in the shower here. And I even have a separate light on the inside as well. I've got a detachable hose here so I can rinse myself down, hot and cold water, and some small storage, some small shelves here for body wash, shampoo, and soap. Here I'm able to access my toilet. Lots of room in the bathroom here. I have a sink, even more storage as well. Toilet paper, and then I have storage up top too. Also have a fantastic fan on top that's going to help blow out any smells or anything like that we would have in the bathroom. And then I also have another full plug here for a hair blow dryer or clippers or what have you. Now as we make our way to the back bedroom here, I have a full walk-around queen bed. Tons of space here. So if both couples are sleeping in the bed, one person has enough room. Get on out on this side without having to crawl over the other person. Small entertainment center here for privacy in the bedroom, and I'll get some more lights on for us. Great closet space here. More storage here, and more storage here. Going to briefly show you here, we've got 2 personal lights, reading lights, for laying in bed, relaxing, and then I have more storage up top here for our bed. Well, folks, we appreciate you guys taking the time to watch our video here. Please be sure to visit us at johnsonrv.com. You can reach any of us here at 253-286-0833. Thanks again for watching a video of Johnson RV 2013 Coachmen Concord 300 TS from America's #1 premium pre-owned dealer.